listening to B-Movies and Beyond.
Pew pew. Pew 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 pew. Pew pew pew.
The mixer felt good about putting that bass in there. What do you think?
Oh yeah. I think so. Welcome in, everyone. We are back.
We're back.
It's 2026.
Oh my gosh, doesn't it, Peter?
Yes, Ryan.
Doesn't it feel good to finally have a weekend of doing nothing? Do you have nothing going on this weekend? Close?
Kind of like, yes, it's a slower weekend, which is awesome, but I'm taking that, like, I'm like, all right, I got to get the cars in to get looked at for a couple things that I can't do, like alignment and things like that. So, but in between everything, I plan on watching some movies.
And I think that's why we've moved. We'll talk about that because December was kind of slow for a lot of movies. Of course, you always get an Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? I don't. And then, yeah, the last episode I was bitching about Avatar. And I'll do it every episode if you ask me to. If you bring it up, I'll bitch about Avatar.
Yes.
But Avatar and what's the other one? Charlie McElroy, the Timmy movie?
No, not Oliphant.
Timmy Chalamet.
Shyamalan.
We need to talk about Charlie. No, whatever that movie is.
I don't even know. That's just like a Oscar thing, huh? Probably.
Yeah, that's what December. It's like, here's Avatar, and then here's all the movies the Oscars are going to talk about in February that everybody has to rush out and watch.
And Anaconda to have something to go against Avatar. Which I have no idea that. Is that even doing well?
I have a feeling if I do some quick research while we record this, I bet it's on VOD.
I don't think it is yet.
There's a showing in an hour at the AMC Promenade. Peter, let's go.
Let's just cancel this and take off. All right.
There we go. That's
a good podcast.
That was a good episode.
Yeah.
Psych. We'll finish this, then we'll talk about watching Anaconda in the movie theater until it comes out on VOD.
I know. I'm kind of surprised it's not. So I'm just pulled it up just because I was curious for Box Office Mojo. Like, apparently, as of right now, it's about 60 million, 62 international.
It's about 6 or 7 million. 60 or 7.
Is that
dead?
6, 7?
Did it die?
Like, is it dead? What do you mean? Like, oh, is that what that means? Are we 6? I think it's just kind of like, it's in between everything, you know? It's like,
I think you're the first person to actually define what it is for me properly. Nobody knows what it is. But, like, the way you say it and mention it is 6, 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think it's dead. I think the kids are finally truly embarrassed by the parents and adults saying it long enough that it's dead.
I don't hear it as much, that's for sure. But my 9-year-old still kind of did that. Holy crap, man.
Avatar sucked?
No, well, now I'm kind of curious what Avatar's doing. Avatar, what is it? Fire and Ash. Box office. I was just kind of looking, you know, because like I've come to associate like December releases like with Jack Black, right? Like he had all those like Jumanji movies that came out like in December and like they crushed. And so I kind of thought the same thing for Anaconda, but only, you know, 122 million right now worldwide. I don't think that's cutting it, you know? Jumanji, The Next Level, that came out in 2019, 801 million worldwide. for total for like that whole movie. Like that is just insane. And that's kind of what I was expecting, like, Jumanji to be somewhere up there, but no, it's not. It's kind of sad.
So what you're saying is Jack Black is essentially the Will Smith of December.
Kind of, but it's like now he's kind of petering out. Guess what Avatar's at already? Fire and Ice.
Total?
Yes.
Highest grossing ever?
International. Or I guess worldwide.
Well, we know the first Avatar is number 1 ever. So I'm going to say this one's about
just
6 or 7.
You still want to use it? Higher.
5 or 6, 7.
That's not higher.
4?
They've already crossed a billion, right? Is that 9 zeros? Is a billion?
I think it's inflated. I think the Chinese ruined everything.
Well, yeah, international, dude. It's almost internationally. It's like almost at a billion. Domestically, it's made $369 million. That is just outrageous. I guess you cannot put Jack Black up against Avatar.
There it is.
Will not
China
win.
They made Avatar all the money in the world.
Oh, that is...
Because domestically, it did awful.
Well,
in comparison.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just China. There's so many more people. I'm just comparing it to Anaconda, which just kind of blows me. Like, it blows me. Blows me away, Ryan. I don't understand. I bet if we watch those movies, I think Anaconda is the better movie, yet Avatar is getting all the love. So,
wait a minute. Star Wars The Force Awakens is the top grossing movie of all time?
No, that can't be. Top grossing movies of all time.
It's literally a tab on Box Office Mojo.
Well, this one says Avatar is, and then Endgame, and then Avatar: The Way of Water, then Titanic, Niza 2, then you get to Force Awakens is number 6. Dude, I want to challenge you, our friends, our listeners. I understand that I think Avengers Endgame is going to be re-released come like December of this year for Doomsday, right? They can pull one over if just hordes of people come out. They can take down Avatars and be number 1. And you know what? That's where I want to put my money. I will spend some money and try to get Endgame to be number 1, and I hope everyone else does, because fuck that shit. Avatar sucks.
If they, yes, I'm game for that, and I will go see the Avengers in the movie theater. If they pull some marketing stunt that says, hey, you got to watch these 4 scenes in these movies to understand what's going on in Avengers Doomsday, they're going to do it. And they should, because fuck Avatar.
Yes,
ruining
right.
Jack Black's Christmas season, perfect record, Jumanji.
That's right.
They should just, December's just going to be freaking, every theater is going to have Avengers. That's it.
Dude, I think you're right. I think Disney has kind of figured out, like, Avatar can bring in all the money because there isn't shit to be seen. Why can't Avengers do that? Like, it's no longer a summer movie. Now we're getting Avengers every December. So that's
Disney,
nuts.
Oh, dude, Disney's just getting. See, they're doing their taxes before December, so like they can spread out that profit in the next year. I think that's how that works.
Probably makes sense. So, but I don't know. That's nuts.
Anyway, I mean, we have a lot to talk about with Avengers and fuck Avatar, but Peter,
this is a big episode. Ton of trailers because we've missed what 3 weeks now, 4 weeks. I don't know. It's been a while. 6, 7,
6 or 7, 3 or 4. I think if you just do this at the same time, it's okay. Like 3 or 4,
That's true.
11 or 12.
Just do it with
Okay.
anything.
Yeah.
I got some.
A and B.
Got new Lara Croft, Ryan, that we're going to talk about, and we got some fun reviews.
We do. And Peter, we've had a lot of fun lately. We've birthdays, D&D. Did we recap that? Did we do a birthday episode afterwards?
Oh, dude, we have not recorded anything since 2025.
Okay. So it's our first episode of 2026. So I turned 40.
Yeah,
And
big deal.
feel 40 during the weekend. I just feel tired. So
That's 40.
I think it's working. Yeah, I think it's working. And then did some D&D. That was fun. I found out Jeremy is a full-blown MAGA Trump supporter, so I don't like him. And you're on my shit list, Jeremy. So if you're listening to this, lots of wrestling. Wrestling's really good. SmackDown is really good lately. Live wrestling. Been in Lucha Libre like 2 months, like 2 shows concurrently. Potentially talking about a third one.
Nice.
You have a champ in the house. We went to that last
Sure do.
match.
Yep.
And last but not least, it's looking pretty dang good for our Denver Broncos making it to the Super Bowl with a backup quarterback.
Dude, like, it is so possible. And it's just crazy to think about that. I did not start the season thinking like, oh yeah, we're going to go to the championship and potentially go to the Super Bowl. Like, never in my wildest dream did I really think that. And then we went on that crazy run, and I'm just blown away. And I just can't wait to what's in store for us. Like, not only this year, but continuing on, because things are looking great, and I love it. And fuck you, Chiefs.
And Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly Chiefs, though. Mostly Chiefs. And certain Bills fans, guys, it was an interception.
100%. Oh, man. I could go on and on about this, but we are a movie podcast. Let's just leave it at Go Broncos. And
It's Stiddy time.
that's right. That's right. But it's good to be back. We've had a lot of blasts, but I'll be honest, I miss recording, man. I've seen all these trailers. I've seen some news. I'm like, oh, dude, I want to talk about this. And
I saw you on Sunday and said, when are we recording?
yeah, because we got to talk about some Doomsday trailers.
Oh, my God. Teasers, trailers, little stories. Are we getting a real trailer? Because clues, hints, a backsplaining.
Yeah.
Was that the taco term?
Yeah, backsplaining. Yeah. Let me
Man,
backsplain this.
Messing
Dude,
up again.
I was doing at work. I was doing a training. I was like, let me backsplain this, and I used it. No one said anything, but I just cracked myself up though.
You got a little chuckle, and everybody's like, "What, Peter?
Yeah,
Our labor rates are going to be this now."
Yeah, that's right. All right. Should we get into it? We got lots to cover.
We got an episode. I also have a really good quick question.
Let's do it.
Let me make this loud.
What? How? Why? I have so many questions!
Boom, doom, boom, boom, doom, boom, boom.
All right. What's our
Quick
quick question?
All right, Peter. In lieu of January birthdays, Brittany's cousin Cameron shares a birthday month with me, and he's like, "I'm turning a certain age as well, close to you, if not exactly." I won't out him on his age, being 40, but anyway, he wanted to get everybody together and watch The Labyrinth in the movie theater. Saw The Labyrinth in the movie theater, and on the way there, I was asking Brittany, what's your favorite movie? Or, have you seen this movie? And she kept on getting it confused with The Never-Ending Story. Meanwhile, her daughter has been singing The Never-Ending Story nonstop ever since Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
So Never-Ending Story has been on the forefront. So Brittany thought the rock monster from Never-Ending Story was in the labyrinth. And she mentioned to me that he terrified her as a kid. So my question to you is, we remember our favorite childhood movies. What is one scene from an innocent movie that scarred you for life?
This is a tough one because literally as we were talking, you brought back another memory for me.
They're there, right?
Yeah, and probably the more we talk about this, but the never ending story, like not the rock monsters, but that wolf in the never ending story, that scared the crap out of me. I don't know why, but just the thought those red eyes and you just in the shadows, like that creeped me out and that did scare me. So that one just popped in. The one I was thinking about before, which some of these ones I think everyone's a little bit scared, but like E.T., dude, there's some scenes in E.T., like especially when he's dying that are just like kind of terrifying. So
It was like provoked a lot of like childhood emotion you didn't know what to do with. Like when Atreyu was like trying to pull his horse out of the freaking muck. Yeah, I was scared.
yeah, I guess when I take this, like I was scared for the safety of that horse, and maybe that kind of goes with E.T.
Can I pick animated?
Absolutely, why not? This is anything.
Land Before Time. When Littlefoot's
Oh.
mom died.
See, but did they really scare you, or these just like these are more like scars? These are like emotional scars.
Did I say scare or scarred?
I'm reading scared. But is
You
it
spell-
scarred? Oh man, how do you spell scarred?
Okay.
Is scarred
on-
with 2 R's and scared is 1 R?
Yes.
Oh, well, I don't read very well.
Welcome to 2020s.
Okay, well then I gotta change my thought process on this.
Okay, I like where you were going though, because being scared at that age can scar you for life.
That's true.
So the point of that was an innocent movie.
Yeah.
So what scared me was, and I'm gonna use Gremlins because Gremlins was kind of innocent, but those damn Gremlins scarred me. I was like terrified of those ugly little things.
You know what's funny is that, like that one didn't. But okay, here's the thing. Like I think sometimes, and this could probably go in a different direction with this question, this conversation is like my thing was, dude, I loved Jaws and I watched Jaws at a pretty young age, but that scarred me for life. Like slash like this is hand in hand. It's scarred slash scared. Like I am terrified of sharks. Like when I'm in the water, like it's always in the back of my head. There's probably a shark close by and it might get me. And it has affected me where I'm like, I'm going to go in now. I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to go to the sand, right? To land. No more in water for me.
So you're a masochist because all you enjoy are giant shark movies.
But it all stemmed from that. It's that you're right. Like, dude, it's because of that movie and my fear of it from that movie, it has sent me down this road where I want to see more of that because of that aspect. Yeah, like it's weird. But it's 100% accurate. Like that was like one of the things like that really stood out to me that I guess did both of those things. Dude, that left an impact on my life to this day.
Well, me too with Mac and Me. Because I was always afraid of little aliens coming from McDonald's and kids in wheelchairs.
See, I didn't see that until much later in life, and so I didn't have that.
I was scared of the Goonies, man. I was scared of Sloth.
That is a good point. I do recall being a little bit terrified of that. Yeah.
Like to the point when I was a kid, when I'd look at like if I saw images or like movie covers with Sloth on there, I was like, ugh, no, I'm not watching that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so terribly disformed figures scarred me as a child from movies. What was that one with Rocky Dennis? That movie scared me. The one with Cher, like I could not watch that.
You know,
Look up Rocky Dennis.
Okay. I remembered another one. For
It's called
myself.
Mask. I'm sorry, Mask is the movie.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Um. Yeah. I
Oh,
so
jeez.
so here's I again. This is more scared, not scarred. But Pinocchio, and there's probably a few different aspects within Pinocchio, but the scene that, for whatever reason, like I still remember them, like it's when they all get drunk, and I don't, maybe this is because I was raised Mormon, but that had an impact, and I remember feeling pretty scared about that scene. Like, what is happening? Like, why is everyone behaving this way? And all the color aspects of it and everything, dude. Like, I don't know if you remember that, but that scene freaked me out, and it made it so that I did not like Pinocchio at all. I don't like that movie. So again, if I read it properly, I probably would have had different answers, but I'm really thinking about the scared aspect of it.
It's interesting that drunk dwarves scare you almost on the same level as sharks in water. I think for your birthday, I'm just going to get a bunch of little people micro wrestling, and then I can get them drunk for your birthday. You'd be scarred.
I said Pinocchio. I don't think they're really dwarves. Oh, and also when he turned into
that's Snow White. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Snow White. Yeah, I don't have a thing with dwarves. It's just, I think it's just drunk people, which I've gotten over that fear.
Are you sure? There's sometimes.
Yeah,
there's some people that we're like, hey, we're 40 now.
That's very true. Very true.
We love you, Sergio.
Oh, dude, here's one. Again, I'm stuck on the scared, but like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, like there was parts that I'm like, shit, what the fuck's happening to these kids? You know, like when that chick like gets all blue from eating the blueberry thing.
You were afraid of child torture.
Yeah, which makes a lot of sense. Like, why wouldn't I be? You know?
That's a very good follow-up right there, Peter. I mean, if you were trying to negate that, then I'd be concerned, but you did good.
Yeah, thank you.
You did good.
These are just popping in my head, man. I have these images where I'm like watching these movies and I'm like, whoa, like in my head, like this is not okay.
I was kind of afraid of Muppets for a long time because the Labyrinth, Never-Ending Story, just those realist. Falcor used to scare the shit out of me, dude. I know he was harmless, and he was just his loud voice, this giant dog that looks like Churro, and he's just like flying around with, Never Ending Story was a effed up movie. That's the one.
Yes, it's true, but Falcor scared you? That's interesting.
Peter, if you went into another realm and there was a giant puppy that was flying around that had almost the voice of James Earl Jones, and he was like, get on my back, we're just going to fly around, would you just do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're much more brave than I was at...
It was just the wolf. You don't trust things in the shadow, Ryan, but white big puppies you trust. That's right.
All right, I like that.
Trust white big puppies.
And no evil glowing red eyes. Oh, dude, even in the Labyrinth, and I bring this up because I just saw it, but those creatures that kept on popping their heads off. And dancing around and popping their heads off and bouncing around all over the place and kicking their heads like it was soccer.
Yeah.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, I get that. That makes a lot of sense. And I was always afraid of
David Bowie because he just takes kids. What was his other motive behind taking the kid?
Oh, I don't know, to be honest.
I think there was one.
Man, now I don't really understand the purpose of trying to take the kids. I don't know. You just watched it. But
I didn't get any resolution on that whatsoever. Jennifer Connelly needed to shave her unibrow and not wish any sort of... And she was a kid in that movie as well. And she's like, take my brother away, Goblin King. And he's like, okay, cool. But no other reason. And he's like, bitch, you go through this labyrinth. Maybe you'll get your brother back.
I mean, you know, in a certain light,
Dance the magic dance.
you could think that maybe David Bowie's actually kind of a good guy, and he was just fulfilling the wish of Jennifer Connelly.
I would love to fulfill any wish of Jennifer Connelly. So maybe David Bowie's onto something.
Yeah, there you go. So
I just wish she would shave her eyebrow.
yes, make it.
Which
two.
she figured out over time.
Yeah, she.
How do you
she
spell
plugged
labyrinth? L-A-B-R.
It's complicated. So, should we get into some trailers, Ryan?
Oh yeah. As
Yeah.
I learn how to spell labyrinth.
Spelling's hard, and reading.
Apparently, and reading. We still haven't figured it out. 10 years later. Oh, we need tattoos.
Here are some exciting coming attractions from
Movies and beyond.
Trailers.
The
We-
Labyrinth?
The Labyrinth. I think it's just Labyrinth.
I'm just going to
like-
look up David Bowie.
Movies that just go like drop the and just do the title.
The Batman.
Yeah. We have a lot of trailers. Like I feel like you hit 2026, like the new year, and everyone's just like, all right, here we go. We gotta push them out. I guess technically these Avenger Doomsday trailers came a little bit before that, but it's a slow burn on these trailers. And let's wait on those. Let's actually get to the things that we don't have full trailers for. These are going to come tomorrow, so we're a little bit early on this. Recording this on the 1st of January. But there was a little teaser for Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord, which is this an animated series for Disney Plus?
I think it's a movie.
Oh, holy shit! Well,
No, it
I don't
says
know.
Disney Plus, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but it could be a movie for Disney Plus. I don't know, but had no idea this is coming. At first, I thought this was a joke, but apparently it looks real, and I think it's gonna be animated. I really do. I think that's what they're into on Disney Plus.
I mean, Ray Park is a drunk, so I don't think they're going to hire him for anything.
Nah.
Yeah. So just animate him. And he has spider legs. Like, that'd be a lot of money to animate.
Yeah. But you know what? I like that they're continuing on with the lore of him, and you're gonna get this more of a backsplaining for him,
Mhm.
and I think it's gonna be cool, and maybe that could lead to some future movies. But I don't know. Do you think are we done with like all the prequel stuff? Like we're moving on, right? We're just doing new stories. We're past Skywalker and all like the prequel stuff, don't you think?
No, because Maul Shadow Lord is coming out soon, and we're getting a trailer for it.
Okay, but that's animated. I guess I'm talking about like live action.
Real life.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason any reason to go back. So
Yeah.
Disney, you want to make money? Don't go back.
I agree. Which is kind of
Yeah.
weird. Why do animation that's going back? But
Well,
I don't
people
know.
want to know what happened with Darth Maul. And he was teased in Obi-Wan?
was it Obi-Wan? Like no, he was in Solo, and
Yeah.
then he was also in the Clone Wars like animation series. He's been around. Like that's why I'm kind of like, do we really need this? But I don't know. I'll watch the trailer, but I doubt I'll probably watch the show. I'll tell you what, Ryan, though. This next one, we're going to get the full trailer tomorrow, and I'm very, very excited, which really surprised me because I had no idea we were going to get a teaser today for Masters of the Universe, the new one that's going to be released today by Amazon.
I have the power.
Yeah. Dude,
That needs to be a clip.
it should be. That teaser though alone, it felt like whoever's doing this is capturing the right tone for it. They're using the nostalgia that we have of Masters of the Universe, and it almost looks like they're doing a live action like cartoon of this, if that makes any sense. Like the few glimpses of He-Man's world, which I don't even know what it's called, looks amazing. They're staying true to the characters, unlike the last time, but I think just everything's better now. I cannot wait for this trailer tomorrow. And honestly, I cannot wait for this movie to be released in June of this year. So,
Peter, I'm sorry. I'm blown away by this because I'm on the same page with you as well. I was watching a press release of the Wrecking Crew, and it had, what's her name? Morena Baccarin, the love interest in what's her name? In Deadpool. And she was next to Ned, and Ned's like, "Wait, you're in the Masters of the Universe movie?" And she goes, "Yeah, and trailer's like coming out tomorrow." And he was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Wait, same page." I was like, "What? Oh my god, this movie is actually coming out." But in doing this research, He-Man is played by, I think, an unknown. Yeah, very much unknown, but he looks very good as a He-Man.
uh-huh.
And then you have someone else. But then you have Jared Leto, Alison Brie, Idris Elba, and then that girl from Deadpool. And, dude, I have to look. Do you know who Travis Knight is?
No.
So he directed Kubo and the Two Strings, Bumblebee.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I do.
Producer of Paranorman and Box Trolls. But do you know who he is?
I mean, no, but I know his work now.
He's the son of Phil Knight. He's like, if there was like royalty in shoes, he is like the prince of shoes. Phil Knight is the creator of Nike.
Wow.
Amazing how you can just run a multi-billion-dollar company and your son's like, "I want to be an actor, director, and former rapper." That's on his credits, just so you know.
Interesting.
Travis Knight.
Huh. Dude, I don't know, but I mean, from his filmography, I'm kind of impressed by it, and I'm really looking forward to this movie, dude. I never thought I was, but from watching that teaser, like it did the right thing. It tickled me in the right places, and I cannot wait.
It hit on all the things that you said. It brought us back to live action Saturday morning cartoons. And if this plays out in any way I think it should, it'd just be like that Dungeons and Dragons movie with Chris Pine, where it's funny, it's characteristic, and this one will break the fourth wall. And there'll be a nice little blend between reality and the Castle Grayskull universe. But I don't think Jared Leto can fuck this up.
Dude, I hope not. That's the one thing that's like going off in my head right now, and like I kind of hope, like, are we gonna see a glimpse of him in this trailer tomorrow? I don't know. It probably doesn't matter. I think he could probably do whatever he wants. If he wanted to be like, "Hey, I want to be Skeletor, but I'm gonna be the Joker again," you know, like it still would probably work, in my opinion. So
Skeletors, they're all big people. Are they going to put muscle suits on Jared Leto?
I don't know. That one's, unless, again, the fact that they picked him, that's really odd casting, in my opinion. But maybe he's actually just going to be like a skeleton, you know? Maybe he's going back to like the Dallas Buyers Club, you know, where he got super skinny. So
Didn't he have AIDS in that movie?
yeah, that's why he was super skinny.
Oh, so Skeletor's going to have AIDS?
Yeah.
He got Skeletor AIDS. I'm watching Churro try and open the door over there. Get it, boy. Go ahead.
Get it, Churro.
Get that door open.
All right, moving on. The next, you already mentioned this one, so I figured we jump to this one. The Wrecking Crew. It's coming out this month for Amazon. Dude, it looks actually really good. This is with Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista, and they're like brothers and action packed.
It's like if The Rock had baby twins.
Yeah. Maybe the Rock could make an appearance, dude. Like,
what's funny is, Peter, what I'm noticing more and more about our reviews is somehow there's a pro wrestler in any one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But, dude, I was blown away by the premise of this movie that they used Jason Momoa being funny, Dave Bautista being the serious one, but still kind of funny. Kind of reminds me of a little mix of, like, reminds me of me and my brother.
Mhm.
And kind of like, Roman's like Dave Bautista, like the big buff dude. And then I'm the big buff dude who's handsome with long hair.
Yes.
And then we have this little comedic relief. What's his name? Oh my gosh, Boba Fett's in it too. Awesome. Jacob Andres Ned from Spider-Man is in it.
Mhm.
Deadpool's wife is in it. And they all seem like they have a really good chemistry in this movie. I haven't seen a good Dave Bautista movie in a minute, but I do like what he's doing. So I think he's a good compliment to Jason Momoa. And now Jason Momoa is doing 2 movies with pro wrestlers, Wrecking Crew and Street Fighter.
I mean, he's already done some other ones too, like with Fast X, John Cena.
And The Rock.
Oh, yeah. Well,
wait.
Yeah, the Fast X 2, Part 2. Right?
And
yeah.
Minecraft movie with Jason Black. Jack Black.
Jack. I thought you were just doing a bit. I'm like, what?
I was like,
oh, man.
I had a brain fart. Oh, my God.
Yeah, the luchador himself, Jack Black.
Yeah, Nacho Libre.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, dude. Like, the trailer looks great. The thing that came from that, I was like, dude, I think Prime might be, making some better original movies than like what Netflix is doing, because I mean half those are shit. So it's gonna be interesting to see, like, can Prime actually pull this off and do better content than what Netflix is doing. So we'll see.
Hey, I'm all for it, because Amazon or Netflix is just buying the competition. Prime is just making the competition.
True. Well, they bought MGM, so
well that was a smart move. MGM's classy.
Yeah, exactly.
You get all the James Bonds with that.
Yeah.
And you get a giant hotel in Las Vegas.
That's why they did it.
I'm going to run through this one. Since you picked a good one, I'm going to pick one that I didn't really enjoy. I'm probably going to see this just because it's that movie. Like, it's promoted to be, you need to see this in the movie theater because it's Christopher Nolan and you need to see it in IMAX. The Odyssey. Yeah, I just explained it. Like, it looks cool. And the only way for me to actually truly watch this movie is in the movie theater with no distractions. And I am forced to watch it because if I try to watch this at home, I will not get the full effect and I won't pay attention whatsoever. So if you want my money, Chris Nolan, make sure I watch this in the movie theater. IMAX, Dolby Digital, Atmos, probably not 3D, and maybe like 2 or 3 beers with 4, 6 or 7 bathroom breaks.
It's the only way to do it. Oh, man, I am so not interested in this at all.
I think I essentially just told you I'm not either.
Yeah, and I think you're right. The only way to actually really watch it is probably just going to the movie theater. I don't know. I don't care. Like, honestly, my prediction is that this is probably going to be another flop for Christopher Nolan. Tenet was kind of a flop, which, you got the pandemic that happened during that time, so maybe that's really the real cause. But also, I watched Tenet. It's not that good.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Still.
And now, like, he's like, all right, I want to do this, like a remake. Like, I think they might be giving too much credit to Christopher Nolan, and he might be done. Like, I think, dude, if this movie flops, because I think they're spending a shit ton, like, I just don't see that they're going to give him another big movie like this. And, like, I don't know. I don't think as a society we're in the right spot for a movie like this. Like, this is not what I'm looking for. But that could just be me. We'll see.
I kind of absolutely agree with you.
Yeah. So
next.
Yeah.
Lee Cronenberg's. Okay. I'm being a dick. The Mummy. Let me ask
Mhm.
a question. Is this a Universal Monsters movie, or is this just another version of The Mummy?
It is Universal. It is, I guess, part of what they're doing. Ever since like The Mummy with Tom Cruise came out, they totally abandoned the whole like shared
The
universe.
Dark Universe.
Yeah, and they're just making like, all right, let's remake these movies with some great directors and just do a reimagining of it, which, you know, like personally, like so they've done the Invisible Man, they did the Wolf Man, and the Bride of Frankenstein is basically coming out later this year, which also looks really good. I'm really excited for the Bride. This one, the Mummy, pretty short trailer, not much to it. But again, I think it looks good. It looks kind of scary and
Looks
I
creepy.
yeah. And it didn't show very much, so I can't really tell, but apparently there's a mummy in a sarcophagus. Is that how you pronounce it? Sarcophagus?
You're asking one illiterate person to another, so
Yeah.
the answer is no. I don't know how to spell it.
Okay. But does it sound about right?
You're saying it right.
Okay, good.
You're saying it close to correctly.
Okay. That's all that matters. So, I'm in. It's coming out in April. I don't think I would go see it in the theater, but definitely will watch it when it comes to what's Universal? Peacock? I think it's Peacock.
Yeah,
Peacock.
that's the one subscription service I didn't renew.
Really?
Yeah, because it was like $10 for a year, and then like they hit me with $180. Or like, if you want to renew, I was like, no.
Yeah, mine's coming up in May, and yeah, I think it is like 180. So I'm like, nope, I will not be doing that, and wait for the next deal. This last one before we get to the big one is They Will Kill You, which I think looks fucking amazing. It reminds me of Everly, if you've ever seen that, and if you have not, you should definitely go see it, which basically is just a woman fighting all these people in a apartment complex, and that is the premise. But the woman in this one is Domino from Deadpool 2, which I don't know her name.
Zazie Beats.
Is that really her name?
I think so.
Oh yeah, well, looks great. The action looks fantastic, and I cannot wait to see this movie.
Is it Zazie Beats or is it Zazie? I'm gonna go with Zazie.
Okay.
I know I'm squirreling you on this one, but I think out of all the trailers, this was my favorite, and I'm glad you saved this for last because this shotguns, action scenes, shotguns, legs getting cut off, people being split in half. It's like Kill Bill with an injection of adrenaline and steroids. What is that noise?
Can you hear that?
Is that a ferret?
It's the guinea pigs. They've been moved down to the basement, and they're right directly behind me, and they're loud.
I think they like this movie too.
Yeah, they're very excited. Oh, man.
They want to say, Peter, we want to watch this too.
Yeah. They just...
I'm in for this one.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to watch this or where I'm going to watch it, but I'm going to watch it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Comes out in March. Dude, these are the movies that I'm all about. Like, just nonstop, girls kicking ass, and the action is legit,
Mhm.
It looks gory too. That's the other part that is really cool about it. So cannot wait.
I think Luna wants to say something about that movie too.
I know, just the animals are going crazy, man.
Churro, you want to say something? No? Okay. Yeah.
And now the final finale for our trailers, the Avengers Doomsday. We got the 4 stories: Captain America, Thor, X-Men, and Black Panther / I guess they're really just called the Wakandans and the Fantastic Four coming back for Doomsday. I don't. I think it was fine. And you know what? This whole premise of like releasing these like little short trailers, like almost a year away from the release date. At first, I thought it was really dumb, but now I found myself getting caught in these videos about all the hidden little messages and everything about these trailers and what it means for Doomsday.
Let me give you a little PTSD. What's going on in your head right now?
Okay.
Eric Voss here with you Rockstars, and we are watching the Captain America video, and today we find out, is that Doom who's a baby? Right?
Yeah, there's some of that.
Because that's what happens when my YouTube just goes off and just plays whatever, and then I just hear freaking... I like Eric Voss, but man, you could just tell it's so forced.
Yeah.
New Rockstars, we're going to watch... Are the X-Men in there? Is that Cyclops in his real beam? Are there Sentinels behind it? We find out in this episode. God.
It's all clickbait, man. It's so much clickbait.
But you know,
I
I really like that, dude, because, dude, they did a behind-the-scenes Marvel of, like, bringing in some reviewers, and Eric Voss showed up over there and was, like, just cheese dicking the whole time, dude. He had his big old smirky... smile, and he's like, I'm Eric Voss. I'm going to clickbait the shit out of this. But we're not going to do that. Yes, we are.
Yeah,
Peter,
we should.
Yeah, we should absolutely do that. That's how we make money. Making fun of him, but he's doing it. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Okay. Let's start here. Rank them. Rank these teasers for you.
I think X-Men was my favorite because we have not seen that. Also, just the seeing Cyclops in like a legit like Cyclops uniform, basically, very exciting. So I would do that my number one overall. After that, probably the Wakanda / Fantastic Four, just because I thought it was funny and that was enough for me. Then Captain America, just because Cap's back, even though they totally, I'm not in it. Yeah, and then this first teaser is him. Is cool. And then Thor, it just okay. I'm glad he's back, and he's basically making it seem like this is a big threat. And I think that's my biggest thing. Like I would say this is my biggest disappointment, is that we haven't had a trailer with Doctor Doom. It's probably the right move to make, but man, dude, I want to see him so bad. And I also want to know, like, what can he do to threaten the world? And that aspect has sent me down some like rabbit holes in YouTube of just watching things and like seeing like what he's done through the comics, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he can be a really bad guy, and that can threaten existence, basically. So I think it's great. I hope they have a fantastic script, and I hope they can pull this off, because frankly, right now, I'm a little bit concerned because there's so many fucking people in this movie. I don't know how they're going to pull this off. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. Your ranking is exactly what I was thinking. X-Men, just because I'm stoked to see the X-Men, and comic accurate. And as long as Patrick Stewart is alive, Patrick Stewart is Professor X.
Absolutely.
I love James McAvoy. Great casting choice, but like, as long as you have Patrick Stewart being Professor X, you do it. I have a different opinion about Magneto. I'm not a fan of him just being so old. Like, I always thought Magneto was like in his like 40s or 50s kind of like era, not like this dying on the couch kind of thing. Like, I expect that from Professor X. And then guess what? Now we have another chance to have James Marsden with another animal type character. He was with the bunny, he's with Sonic, and now he could be with Rocket Raccoon. We need that scene somehow. We need a scene of him in his car with Rocket in there, and just give it to me.
Yeah. But that's the one thing I've heard, is that apparently the Guardians of the Galaxy are not in this film.
Maybe they're the secret.
It could be.
I mean, they have been, and that leads me to Captain America. I totally think that baby is Doctor Doom
Do you?
because of Eric Voss. He really broke that down for me, and it makes sense because it's another multiverse, and it might be that multiverse where the Fantastic Four are. And as he grows older and Franklin is born, he gets terribly disfigured from fighting Galactus, and he goes to Franklin to heal, and that's where all this starts. Way too early, totally wrong, spoiler prediction. But man, if I'm right in December, I am gonna give everybody the biggest "I told you so." And then I like how they can't just give you the Wakandans and Namor. They have to throw in some Fantastic Four. They're starting to just put them all together. And then Thor just looks boring again. Like, I like my Taika Waititi Thor.
Yeah.
So,
You know why the Wakandans and Fantastic Four is up there is because I like seeing that type of team up, you know? And I think this movie's going to have like so much of it where like these people are going to be interacting with these other ones. And that's what's so fun about it. Like, dude, I love that part within Infinity War and Endgame was putting some characters that you like didn't really think that, you know, maybe should go together, but like this is really working well. Like, that was the fun of it. And so I cannot wait. I can't wait to see how Captain America is going to mesh with everyone. Same thing with Thor and X-Men and Wakandans and Fantastic Four. And plus, you know, you got Shang-Chi, you got the new Avengers. Like there's so many more. And that's why I'm like, how are they going to pull this off? Like, it just seems like too many pieces to actually have a concurrent or a you know, concise movie that makes sense. You know, like, can they do this in the time that's allowed it, or is this going to be like a 6-hour movie? You know, like, it makes no sense to me.
I think it'd be fine as a 6-hour movie.
Yeah, sure.
I'll go watch it. I mean, shit, dude. I had to watch 6 hours of Stranger Things at my home. I don't understand that concept. I can watch 6 hours of Stranger Things at home, but I can't go to a movie theater and watch anything more than like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Because you gotta get up, man. Like, I don't know. Like, you're watching Stranger Things. Like, I get up, get some snacks. You know, you just move freely. I can easily pause if I need to have a conversation with someone.
Doesn't cost you money either.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's another big aspect of it. So,
because if I want a beer, I can have a beer. But if I'm in Avengers Endgame, or Doom, I have to run out there, go grab a beer, go pee, and then come back in and go, what I miss.
Exactly. You gotta be all quiet.
I don't think we've seen a trailer, though. I think Kevin Feige said it. He's like, these are stories. I'm telling a story. And they have like, we haven't even gotten into like the clues at the end, what the countdown says. And there's a theory that it links to certain scenes in different Marvel movies. So we'll see.
Yeah. I watched I did that thing. I watched all this and you know, one of the coolest things that I thought this thing did was they put all the trailer releases, you know, back to back to back, and how they all like sunk together was pretty amazing. The whole like code at the end and timestamps within Endgame, like, apparently it just all points to the talking about Infinity Stones, which I'm like, oh great, so we're just gonna have more Infinity Stones with Doctor Doom, which, you know, makes a lot of sense, but we kind of already been there. Like, let's move on to something else. So we'll see. I hope it's not that, but it could be. Other than that, like, it you know, it's kind of just, it's nice to see these characters, especially with like Captain America and Thor. And also, I think, like we talked about, X-Men is the biggest one, is because we've been waiting for this one. And this might be, you know, the original X-Men's like last hurrah, you know, because
they're going to be their actual last stand.
Exactly. Like, yeah. Like, so Doomsday is gonna be AKA X-Men Last Stand.
Okay, I like it.
The Last Stand, or maybe
They're
they'll
gonna pull
drop
up Thunderbolts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's gonna
they'll
say
change the
Avengers
title.
Doomsday asterisk, and then like 3 days after it, it says X-Men: The Real Last Stand. Psych.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited for a real trailer. Disney, Marvel,
Super
please
Bowl?
do not.
Maybe.
That has to be it.
I don't know, dude. Like Marvel is, yeah, they're so good at this.
What
I
else
think
are
we'll
they gonna play? A
Spider-Man.
fucking toxic of
Yeah.
I've seen that trailer, by the way.
Is there a leak one?
And Eric Voss confirmed it with the music and the same description I saw in that video, and it is a legit video.
All right. Well, all right. Let's get into news.
I want to meet Eric Voss. News should be quick. We need a catchy thing like Netflix at the end, or like Amazon, or HBO. Have you noticed HBO? Yeah, dun dun. You know where that came from?
Law and Order?
Close. It was that President movie with Kevin Spacey. President TV show on Netflix that was like super popular.
Oh, House of Cards?
House of Cards. And there was one of the endings of an episode. He throws a pen down on the desk, and it goes dun dun, and then it ends.
That was it? That's where Netflix got it from?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's there.
The more you know. I just learned something. So, all right. Tell us the news, Ryan.
Okay, we got 2 Batman newses. The Brave and Bold officially has a screenwriter, but DCU fans won't like it. Comicbook.com sources say, we'll just go through this one. Christina Hodson, Birds of Prey, and The Flash is going to write The Brave and Bold, even though DC hasn't confirmed it publicly.
So why would DC fans be mad about this?
Because fucking Birds of Prey sucked, and The Flash was just okay.
Okay, but read her other credits as well.
That
Like
requires me to do actually work.
welcome. I read the. You didn't read the article that you put out there. Okay. First off, I'll say I don't think the Flash story wise was bad. It was just
That's why
poorly.
I said it was just okay.
Yeah, and same thing kind of with Birds of Prey. I don't think it was bad either.
And Bumblebee was good too.
Yeah, Bumblebee.
Directed by Travis Knight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And apparently though she did It Welcome to Derry, which is really great. So like just because maybe some are not as well received as the last, like I just don't see why like you need to be like everything she's right is going to be shit. That's not the case. She has written some fantastic things and yes, some okay things. I'm okay with this. I kind of like that there's going to be like a woman's touch on Batman.
I'm sure Bruce Wayne would like that as well.
Yeah, I think so.
He's never found the right one. That's where it says DCU fans won't like it. And this is where I'm going to go back to wrestling. I associate DCU fans with AEW fans. They want their stuff to be, we're the best comics. Ooh, we're the best wrestlers wrestle, blah, blah, blah. So they don't like anything that would potentially tarnish the brand. Whereas Marvel fans are like, okay, Taika Waititi, all right, have fun. Movie should be good. So DC fans are just stuck-up snobs. And good thing is there's not that many of them compared to Marvel fans.
I really think this is Snyderverse fans. I think that's what we're talking about here.
That's a good point. Yeah. And then more Batman news. Batman 2 reportedly has one major role left to cast. The reason I bring this up is because we've missed 2 of them. We have missed Scarlett Johansson and Sebastian Stan. Matt Reeves is stealing from the Marvel Universe. People are worried that Bucky is going to die in Avengers because he's playing Harvey Dent in the new Batman movie. And Scarlett Johansson is supposed to be Gilda Gold, but there was and I like this rumor, that she was going to be the Phantasm. which I forgot that character's
Oh,
name.
that would be cool.
She'd be awesome as a Phantasm.
Yeah.
She could play that role like nobody's business.
Here's my thing with this. I think this is all great casting. It's very exciting, but at the same time, it's almost like too much.
They're doing the Schumacher thing, aren't they?
Yeah. Unless these are like quick cameos or I don't know where they're gonna go with these things. Like the Batman, which I'll be honest, dude, I'm not the biggest fan of that movie. Like
I tried
very
watching
little.
it the other day,
Yeah.
and it's like more. It's a really long, drawn-out story with a lot of good cinematography. But if you're trying to fall asleep to it, it's not really good to fall asleep to.
I would probably disagree. I think it's really good because I think it's kind of boring.
Yeah, but the scenes are very bright. See, I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, this movie is kind of slow paced. Like, I kind of get into it and then I can pass out. But the scenes, like, you get rain scenes, you get bright red lights, you get Batmobiles, fire, stuff like that. Like, it's very vibrant.
True. But so with that movie, right? You had the Penguin, you had Catwoman, you had the Riddler. Like, you had all these characters, and really, like, for the most part, like, there was only one really bad guy, which I think was important. But you had all these other like little side stories, and I felt like it was a little bit too much. And now you're getting this situation where you got Two-Face, you got maybe the Phantasm. I think Penguin's returning,
Joker.
like, and I hear Joker, and you have Mr. Freeze, like the main bad guy. Like, again, you're having all these characters. It seems like a lot. Now, unless they're gonna do like a slow burn with the whole like Two-Face thing, like Sebastian Stan is just gonna be Harvey Dent for the whole movie, and this is something that's gonna maybe go into a third one, then it makes a little bit more sense. But dude, if they're gonna like put out like all these villains like in this movie, like it's too much. It's gonna be too much, and I'm a little worried about it. So we'll see. I think he's building a great cast, that's for sure. Like, all these people are fantastic. This is just going to come down to, like, can they really write them into the story well and not overdo it?
Especially knowing this might be the last one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think they're under the impression that they're going to have another one. And I think they're going to kind of go that direction. We're like, all right, we're going to put these characters in there, but they're really not going to be developed until the next one, or maybe that's when they'll churn into something, right?
Where's Clayface sit in the middle of this? Is this a James Gunn movie, or is this a Matt Reeves movie?
No, that's a James Gunn. So that will be a DCU, like James Gunn kind of universe, kind of a horror flick coming out October, which, talk about, like, I cannot wait to see a trailer for that movie, because I don't know how they're going to pull that one off, to be honest.
Well, it's Clay, so they could probably just do this.
They're going to stretch it. They're going to mold it.
We're going to go into photo/casting news updates. So next up, Sophie Turner. Sophie Turner was famous for being Jean Grey. And Sophie Turner Stark in
Game of Thrones.
Lord of the Thrones.
Yep, all the thrones.
And she is a famous redhead who kind of isn't a redhead, but she's Lara Croft. And let me talk to you like LA Knight says. Let me talk to you. Very fine woman, very beautiful. Here, we'll just pull up a photo of her. We'll just do a little share. Peter, I don't think this is the best. I don't think this is the best casting choice for Lara Croft.
But she's English.
Okay, so was Angelina. No, she wasn't. The last girl that was Lara Croft was the perfect one. What was her name? Alicia Vikander. She was a good live action Lara Croft.
She was. She did look just like her. But dude, I don't know. That picture right there that you have pulled up, it reminds me of the original video game. And I think she pulls it off. I'm on board for this.
To be determined.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not totally disagreeing with you. And you know what? I'm a big wrestling fan. We know this. I tell people, watch this with no expectations and come out with the best expectations. So I think I think they did a really good with accuracy in terms of costume and look. And she has that very athletic build. She has really stupid glasses, but Lara Croft wears those. I think her boobs are too round instead of pointy. So if they wanted to go video game accurate, like they just got more pixels. So that's all.
I just hope it's a series. I hope it's well written and they can pull this off because, and maybe the series route is the better way to go, but they gotta be able to provide that adventure part of it, like the quest aspect. I feel like it's been kind of missing, like throughout the Lara Croft movies. Like, the last one, dude, like that just felt like a survival movie. Like I really don't even remember the like the tomb raiding aspect of it, to be honest. And then kind of like then on the other side you got like Uncharted, right? Like they try to go too much into the rating aspect and the whole, trying to find shit, right? Lost shit.
Like the Mummy.
Yeah, and almost went a little bit too comical with it. So they've really got to find the perfect blend of it, and hopefully Amazon's done that. And Amazon, man, dude, they are all over these, like trying to capitalize on these video games. Which I mean,
smart.
Spoiler: one of my is one of these so-called video games shows.
Okay.
So I hope they figured this out, and I think that leads us into our next piece of news about the casting of Kratos for a God of War's Prime series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've fan casted Kratos in the past, and I'm sure everybody who loves God of War has as well. But they cast Ryan Hurst as Kratos in Prime Video's God of War. So you're right. I think they're really taking the video game thing and just going with it. Sony Pictures and Amazon MGM are making a God of War series, and Ryan Hurst from Sons of Anarchy and The Abandons. He has hair. And he has normal looking skin, but I think if they put a little bit of white on him and shave his head, he might be a good Kratos.
Yeah. He has the beard, and that's like the one thing I was like, okay, he has that aspect. I thought I read something though that he's kind of already tied to God of War. Oh, he played like the motion capture, I think, for Zeus, is my understanding.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, like...
He was kind of Thor.
Oh, Thor. Okay, I was close. So, like, that aspect alone, I was like, okay, so he's, like, familiar with this, and I kind of like that. Like, that reminds me of, like, Henry Cavill and, like, The Witcher, right? Like, he likes the source material, and he I think, did a good job of it. Even though I never watched it. But this seems like similar, right? Like, dude, Ryan Hurst is familiar with the content, the character, and I would assume he probably wants to play this Kratos. So it's cool. And I think this could be a show. What were we gonna say?
He has a filmography behind him.
A good one?
His first movie was The Postman. Am I right? That's Kevin Costner, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then he was in Patch Adams. Then he was in Saving Private Ryan. He was Paratrooper Michelson. Then he was in Remember the Titans, and We Were Soldiers. And then he started getting it. Now he's in The Odyssey. And he's in every TV show possible. Saved by the Bell, Beverly Hills 90210, Jag, Boston Common, Wings, LA Doctors. Like, he just went through a list of... He's been in he was like Sons of Anarchy. I like it. He's Beta in The Walking Dead. So, okay, good choice. I like it.
Yeah, I think it'll work.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they can do with it because I think they're doing really well in their video game aspect. We'll talk about that one later.
Yeah, one more thing that I just remember that I remember seeing is that Netflix is trying to get in on this whole video games series too, and Gears of War is supposed to be coming to Netflix at some point, which I'm shocked they haven't done this because to me it seems like a no-brainer to me, even though I think it will be a lot of just shoot 'em up. But that sounds like a lot of fun in my opinion. It might be better as a movie, but I think they could do a really good job as a series as well, and I think this is gonna be similar like to Fallout potentially. So I'm in.
Agreed. Pluto. Last but not least, on that, they need Dave Bautista.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
and he's been very vocal about being part of it. So make it happen. Don't fuck this up.
Yeah. Don't fuck it up, Netflix. So, all right, let's get into our reviews.
Let's do it. This is where we talk through it.
Yep. Reviews. We're doing reviews.
Movies, animals talking during our segments.
We're doing a review.
Avengers coming out. Eric Foss.
Reviews. Yes.
Will we get flagged for me making fun of Eric Foss?
I mean, I think it only could help us.
All right.
I thought.
Eric Foss here.
Yeah. All right, Ryan. I watched a newer movie.
I did as well. My movie was in 2025 too.
Mine too. Well, I'm just gonna run with it because it's in the title.
More handsome? Whose main actor is more handsome? Mine or yours?
Ooh, that's a tough call. Glenn Powell versus Brad Pitt? Huh? I mean, Glenn Powell's the new hotness, and Brad Pitt's just like he's the what would you call him, a silver fox?
He's a forever hotness. Like,
yeah. Oh, that's tough. I'd probably go with Brad Pitt then.
Yeah, let's go with Brad Pitt. So you review your movie first. Since you lost.
Yeah. I watched the remake of The Running Man, and dude, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know why this movie bombed in the box office. It makes no sense to me. Like, it's super action packed. The story makes absolute sense. Glenn Powell does a great job. All the little characters that he runs into throughout are fantastic. It's like, all right, we know the original Arnold Schwarzenegger's The Running Man, which is still great, but this is like a different version of it, and they get deeper into the character and the motivations behind it, and they even did some nostalgia with the old one by having, my favorite part was like the new cash, which has Arnold Schwarzenegger's face on it for new money, is fantastic. Yeah. So this movie is supposed to follow the book that Stephen King wrote under that other guy's name a lot more closely. And it makes sense. Like, I think it really does focus on the main character, on Glenn Powell, and his motivations behind everything and what he's trying to accomplish, and then how the show works, which here's the part that is not in the original Running Man, like, which I really like is, okay, everyone's out to get him, right? They want to kill him. Like, the point is to stay alive, and if he stays alive, he gets a ton of money and basically gets his record wiped, right? Similar to the original. But this one, he's running around like in the real world, and they use the actual public to try to participate to find him and to capture him or / kill him. So I like the idea that how they gamified this and brought in the whole, making viewers interactive game, which, dude, we've been seeing this for a bit now, right? Like you got American Idol where they're like, hey, throw your votes in, other games that like, hey, do this or that to interact and participate in the stuff, especially with like social media and whatnot. So I really liked that part of this film. The action was great. Glenn Powell was very good. There are some few things that are just like, well, that's weird. Like, he's trying to like hide, right? And there's points where like, well, he's not really hiding very well. He probably could have done this a lot better. But you're just going along for this wild ride, and it's a lot of fun. Josh Brolin's fantastic in it. Lee Pace is really good. Michael Cera, like his character was really fun as well. But no one really sticks around for that long in any of it, though. It really is just centered around Glenn Powell's character. Like, it just, you follow him, it's all from his perspective, and just like the book was, and that was the idea behind it. So totally worth a watch. The action's there, the directing's there by Edward Wright, by the way, which I think he's great. But this is like the first time that I didn't quite feel like it was an Edward Wright movie.
That was gonna be my, what do you call him? Asking point? Oh, question. That was gonna be my question.
I like asking point.
You like that?
I got an asking point.
Let me back-explain for a minute. Edgar Wright movies always have a certain feel to them.
Yes.
And when I saw that this was directed by him, I was excited. But you just kind of killed my excitement by saying it doesn't feel like it, but you still enjoy it. And it still has the usual suspects, you have your Michael Cera. I think that's probably about it. But why did it not feel like a Edgar Wright movie?
I feel like his movies are very witty, and there's also the thing that he does a lot with the really quick cuts to show like something happening.
Baby Driver.
Yeah, it happens in Baby Driver. It happens in all his films besides this one. Like, there's only like, I think there's like one part towards the very end of the film where it happens. And the other part was just, I also feel like he's really good at the music. I think Baby Driver is the best version of that, but even the other movies, it really has that, and also it just has that charm. This movie doesn't quite have that. It is very much more of a, like, you can tell it's an adaptation of a book, and I think that's the difference with this, is that instead of something that he's came up with fresh and he helped write it and everything, like, he's taking this from a book that he enjoys and just rewriting it, and you can tell. Doesn't mean it's necessarily bad, it's just it didn't have that charm that I'm used to from Edgar Wright in his films. So like I said, I think it's worth a watch. It's on Paramount Plus right now, and that's what I've been waiting for, is just waiting for it to come to a streaming service, and it's totally worth a watch. Like, it is not like the criticism that it got for this movie, like, it's got a lot of bad reviews, and I don't think it's justified at all. My last thing I'll say about this is I do think the very end is a little lackluster, but at the same time it fits. After the movie ended, I thought about it for a little bit. I was like, okay, it makes sense how it ended. Wasn't quite what I was expecting, but it works. I think what he was going for the overall moral of the story, that's how the movie had to end to meet that. So I do recommend it. I would say highly, and I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Running Man.
2025.
Didn't have you running, man, to go see it.
Not in theaters, which...
But you were waiting, man, for some Paramount Plus.
Yes, and it was worth the wait.
Not the run.
No.
But worth the wait.
But I'll tell you this, like,
I like Glenn Powell.
Yeah, dude, he's fantastic, and like I was into it because shit was going on around the house, and I would I was getting frustrated, like the kids, and like I would stop and be like, okay, go help the kids, right? Then I rewind because I'm like I'm missing things, like like if you're not really invested, right, you just let it go, like so. Say this because that's how invested I was in this movie, and I didn't want to miss anything, so. I think that points out that it's a good movie. So.
It's the Stranger Things effect. We could sit there for 6 hours and watch 6 or 7 episodes of a TV show, but we can't sit in a movie theater. Running Man's perfect for that. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll say the same thing about my movie. I was super excited to see this in movie theaters. However, nobody wanted to go with me. And this should have been one of those movies I saw by myself. Because when I watched it at home, I was sitting there thinking, man, this movie would be awesome in IMAX. I watched F1 with Brad Pitt and Javier Bardem and Damon Idris. Don't know who he is, but he was in F1 and he was in Swarm and Black Mirror. So I love these F1 race movies. Chris Hemsworth had a really good one called, was it Hunt? It was, what the fuck was it called? Anyway,
I'll look it up. I know what you're talking about. It's like a period piece, right?
Yeah, it was about James Hunt, and it was, as we're looking, Rush. Rush was a really good movie with James Hunt and Niki Lauda, and Daniel Bruhl was the bad guy in there, and God, that was the first time I really wanted to punch someone in the face. But F1 took me to that point where filmmakers are just, they know how to utilize cars, because I sit there and think, I'm like, how can a movie about racing be fun and entertaining? And this is exactly this is how you do it. Loud noises. Fast, loud noises. Aggressive yelling, competition, screaming, traveling the world, lots of money, lots of girls, lots of drama, loud noises. So I think I just like that because I could just list off like Rush, Senna, Gran Turismo, Cars,
Ford
Cars
versus
2,
Ferrari,
Ford versus Ferrari, Cars 3, and F1. They all do the same thing, and I don't get tired of it. This one was directed by Joseph Kosinski. Background is Starry Night commercial for Halo 3 and the award-winning Mad World commercial for Gears of War. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, very cool.
Tron Legacy, Top Gun Maverick.
I was like, so he just did these trailers and now these commercials, and now he gets this big movie. Wow.
When I found out he was F1 and he did Maverick, I was like, okay, that makes all the sense in the world. And then his first movie was Tron Legacy. Like, Tron Legacy is one of my favorite movies just because how beautiful that movie is.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to make beautiful movies with a lot of good, quick action. Top Gun Maverick is one of my favorite movies just to watch. Story might just be bleh. Jennifer Connelly finally shaved her eyebrow. We got a homoerotic football scene, but the action scenes are really good. So if you have a chance to be in front of a loud TV with really good sound and you want to see like 2.5 hours of Brad Pitt, F1 is your movie. And that's my review.
Nice.
You know what's really cool is it was one of the producers is Lewis Hamilton, and he was in there for a moment. So they incorporate real F1 drama, like the manufacturers, the drivers. Lewis Hamilton's in there, and Lewis Hamilton has a football team that's currently in the race to go to the Super Bowl.
Nice.
So essentially, Brad Pitt's a Broncos fan.
Basically.
Yeah.
So I I have not. I've seen the ending of this movie. That's all I've seen of it.
How do you just watch the ending?
Well, so I got home late and the kids were watching it, and so we just sat down and we watched the end of it. So I know how it ends. So I there's a certain aspect of it, but it's so weird that these racing movies, they do such a good job, and it's just like any other sports movie where they build these characters, and probably with Brad Pitt, and they give you something to latch on to. So when you're seeing them like go through these races and trying to win, like you're that much invested. And the sound that you're talking about, like, dude, just gets you into the atmosphere, and you're just like, oh, man, I'm feeling it. Just the rumble in my stomach, and you're just like, oh, it's fantastic.
Loins.
And that's
It's in your loins.
in my loins. Yes,
Yeah.
You're right. And that's why, like, you're absolutely right that it should be seen in a movie. Like, I saw Gran Torino at home, and I got way into it. Same thing with Ford versus Ferrari. And each time after I watch these, I'm like, damn, I wish I could go back and see this in a theater, because I'm sure the sound would have been amazing, and I want to feel it in my loins and feel like I'm part of that race. So I hear you. Have these types of movies just dialed in and get you so invested with the race and the characters. So I need to watch the whole thing. I had some Apple Plus TV right now, so I should watch it while I still have it.
That was the other point I was going to make. Apple wasn't going to spare any expense on this one. They were going to use all the technology. This is also a technology push. And to really prove that Apple has a certain style to their content that just looks super refined. And this movie is really refined. It's beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
The cinematic shots just across the world. I mean, it's the same thing. You see it in Iron Man 3 too. But yeah, no, I highly recommend it. If you're in front of a big ass TV with a nice sound system, turn it on. And good story follows along it. And, race car drama.
Yep.
It may be real. It may not. It's interesting. That's the best part.
I thought I heard Brad Pitt talking about it, and like they brought in, real drivers to like discuss like, what do you guys experience, and we want to capture this.
There's a sense of realism in it for sure. Even Gran Turismo had a sense of realism because it was based off a real story.
Yeah.
And, there's almost death. Days of Thunder, another Tom Cruise movie.
There you go.
That was a Tom Cruise test. They could literally been Days of Thunder 2 because of the director.
Do that. Weren't they talking about that for a long time?
Yeah, I think it was Days of Thunder 2. Thunderer.
More thunder.
More thunder.
Days of Thunder and Lightning. We got
Storm
lightning.
hips.
That's right.
Jeez. Was that you?
I think
That was Brittany
This
said
is my
that the other
guess.
day. Was it thunder hips? I was like, nah, it was storm hips.
Yeah.
It's thunder thighs, storm hips. She goes, I like thunder hips. And I was like, I like storm hips.
Oh man. Well, that's
wrap this
cool.
up?
I need to see F1. So glad you liked it.
Me too. And I recommend it.
Let's get into
And-
some other recommendations.
Yes! Yes! Oh! 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 Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
Mm-hmm.
What are you having, Ryan?
It just came out. Okay. I need to watch it right away, and you should as well. I like watching WWE Unreal Season 2.
It's out
Tell-
now?
Yeah, it came out yesterday.
Oh wow. Okay.
Tells the behind the scenes, all the stuff that you get to see, what you know, all the insight gives to the public on Netflix, raw, uncut, and tells kind of the backstory, and it's cool to, I like CM Punk. I like Seth Rollins. I really don't want them to fight. I want them to fight in kayfabe, but in real life, I want them to be friends. So if I can watch this and realize that they're actually friends, I'm happy.
Yeah. I need to finish the first season, which I think I'm like one episode away. But I'm happy that they made another season. I thought it was really interesting, and I like just kind of see how it's made, how it's put together, how they come up with these stories, and then sometimes they come back and show some really, really bad stories. I'm like, wow, how did they get away with this stuff? But it's cool. My recommendation, like, I am behind on this because season 2 is already out for this series, and I mentioned it before, but it's Fallout. It's based off a video game. It's on Amazon Prime. But holy shit, the story is just amazing. I never played Fallout. I know nothing about it. I just know it's like a post-apocalyptic story. Basically just bomb each other, whatever, post nuclear explosions. And the characters they have in this, the production value, the design of everything, the storytelling, it's fantastic. I love what they're doing with this series. I can't wait to get into season 2, which just started. So far, I've only heard good things about season 2, and I hope it keeps on getting better because, like I said, dude, the production value is amazing, and the fact that they have like all these different characters, but how they just kind of like interact with one another and weave in and out, it's just amazing, and everything about it is fantastic. I cannot recommend this one enough. So don't be like me and sit on this. Like, I could have enjoyed this way sooner. So watch Fallout.
I heard Fallout's good. I watched a handful of episodes. See, Prime gets me on their movies, but the only series that they've really got me on is The Boys.
This is right up there with The Boys, in my opinion. It doesn't hold back. It does pretty much everything they want, and the blood, everything else, it's all there. Like, this series has like everything, and I think it's very well written and acted, and I'm laughing. I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck just happened? Like, you're on the edge of your seat. It's fantastic. So, yeah, that's
good recommendations. We got some work to do.
Yes, we do.
If we get an episode in before we should, but I love Super Bowl time because movie trailers.
We're going to have a lot to talk about after that.
We're going to talk. Eric Voss here.
That's right.
All right.
Well, Until then.
Oops. Wrong one.
Hey, guys. Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
We need Jim Carrey on our podcast.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Get me out!
Oh.